What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great night. Still trying to get this damn voice back, but we got a big show in store tonight, so let's rock and roll. It's Super Bowl weeks. We got 2 weeks, less than now, about 10 days. Let's go. Cannot wait. But tonight, obviously not a top 10. I'm going to save that for next Thursday. We're going to spread some things out here. But tonight, I have got a plethora of information for you. So I thought, we've got a lot of new subscribers. We've got a lot of new people tuning in. Maybe your first time watching right now. So I thought maybe we could break this bad boy down, just like we've been doing all season. And this off season, when I talked about the Eagles winning the Super Bowl this year and how I felt that not only this year, but building something special for the next 5 to 10 years, when you look at how he was able to do. And it was going to be bumpy roads with that Carson Wentz season once you had that dead cap. But we talked about, look, I think Super Bowl bound the next year with Jalen Hurts developing. You add the pieces you need to, you draft the pieces you need to. And we talked specifically about those guys, Hassan Reddick, Jordan Davis. We got all of them. And how magical it has been. What a great season. But I want to show you what a great season it has been and show you why I'm so optimistic about the future of the Philadelphia Eagles. So we're going to take a look at how this season has gone so far, the regular season, postseason stats. We'll take a gander at those quick. We'll look at the coaching staff, the roster by position with all the injuries included. You can see the practice squad, the depth chart, the reserve, future contracts, the future draft picks, and as well as the cap space. And I'll explain some things there too. So loads of information. And I just want to try to make another video just like I did in the preseason to get people excited. So, some people want to say something like, hey, no, you can't be jinxing. Don't be another. Look, bro, I do the opposite around here. I try to speak it into existence and try to explain why we see these things. So we're going to jump into this bad boy. Appreciate you guys tuning in, each and every one of you. So thank you for hitting that like button. You want to subscribe, join us live all the time here, talking birds. Dude, we're going to the Super Bowl. Can't believe it, but pretty damn excited, trying to get this voice back, get the energy back. But that NFC Championship game kicked my ass. Being there the entire day, driving home, it was well worth it. We're going to the Super Bowl. Just want to stress that one more time. But we're going to get into all this information. You guys have anything on your mind? Let me hear it. I'm going to jump over here, check out these comments. But it's Dynasty season, baby. And we remember a couple years ago when we talked about Hurts season, and some people ran away with that one. So I'm going to stake my claim on the Dynasty season. So I'm going to do that here right now. And let's rock and roll. So let me check out these comments here. My man Tyree starting us off. Let's go. You know it. Going to the effing Super Bowl, dude. And I really think that, look, Jalen Hurts could definitely win it, but we are loaded all over the board. It could be somebody on the defense. It could be offense. I mean, this team is phenomenal. It could be Hassan Reddick, CJ Gardner-Johnson on the defense. That could be a nice little curveball. But, hey, Jalen Hurts goes out and does his thing. I'd love to see him win that MVP. So let's effing go, baby. Let's just win that damn game. But, yeah, I'd be happy with Hurts, myself, my man. Yo, Ewing in the building. Hope you're doing well, my man. And, is it Sunday yet? I'm ready to jump through this effing wall every damn day. And I don't mean the one that goes into the bathroom. I mean the one that goes outside, because I can't take it anymore. I'd like to just knock myself out for a week, wake back up. We'll break it down for a couple of days, and here we go. I can't take it. I'll be real with you. But let's rock and roll, man. Let's break this effing thing down. Appreciate you tuning in tonight, Drew, and everybody else. Let's effing go, Eagles. Let's rock and roll. And jersey info, yeah, you can go check out NFL.com. They have all that stuff. But, yeah, other than that, man, I have no idea. I know they're selling like effing hotcakes. So we'll see, man. If anybody can get their hands on it, let G-Fish know in the comments down below where you've been finding them. For me, I'm not looking yet. I'm waiting till after this game, but I'm definitely getting a Hurts one. That's what's going to happen. But I have to wait because it's just out of stock. So a little pissed off there. But there's going to be so many jerseys I'm going to want. So many things I want. So many effing things. I'm being patient because I want Super Bowl memorabilia, not NFC Championship. So I'm losing my effing mind here, ladies and gentlemen. But let's start this bad boy off. Let's look at how damn good this Eagles team did and how they found themselves in the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's right. the Super Bowl. So you're looking here at a regular season that had a bunch of injuries here, but next man up each time. And they were never too crazy where you had a bunch where it was too hurtful. We were able to continue winning. And, when you lost Hurts, that was obviously the major one. You lost 2 games without him. That sucked. But look, we're in the Super Bowl, so who cares? But obviously that's going to skew the stats. And you always take these numbers with a grain of salt, but I like to put these together for you so you have a little bit of information. So 3rd in points, 3rd in total yards, 5th in rushing, 9th in passing, tied for 20th in sacks given up, but they got better there. And look, we got to run that damn ball, Drew. I need to see it. But you know what we need to do. And this line, they looked effing phenomenal the last couple weeks. So I don't care what they did in the regular season, but you see the interceptions, turnovers. They did great there, not turning the ball over. But this defense, effing phenomenal. 8th in points, 2nd in yards. Missing C.J. Gardner-Johnson was huge. Vontae Maddox, that was huge. Jordan Davis for a while, that was big. So look, they went and added Sue, Joseph. They found ways. Howie, all these guys together did their damn thing. They struggled against the run in the beginning, but man, they are dominant as hell against these top backs. Nobody's been able to do shit against the Eagles. You love to see it. So the bread and butter here is, though, number 1 in the pass game. So yards per game, yards per attempt, yards per completion. They are first. So going up against, the best passer in the game, Patrick Mahomes. So, what a showdown it's going to be. But we are also first in sacks per game. So a damn good offensive line for the Chiefs. We took a look at them the other day. Go look at behind enemy lines. We're going to be breaking it down throughout these next few days here. So keep tuning in. But we're talking Eagles tonight. But this defense, you love to see it, tied for 5th in turnovers. They were first for most of the year before C.J. Gardner-Johnson got hurt. But again, take the numbers with a grain of salt. But this is just a damn good team all around. Offense, defense, the special teams improved. So you love to effing see it. Now, on to the postseason. You see that first game against the Giants, dominant. 268 rushing yards, 2nd in Eagles postseason history. Hell yeah. The defense had 5 sacks, only allowed 227 yards. That is insane. 118 rushing, 109 passing. Holy hell. And for the team that was number 1 not giving up the ball, the Giants this year, we got an interception, loved it. So we did everything they said we couldn't so far, and we're just going to keep doing that. And then you see in that game against the Niners, even more dominant. They couldn't even get to 85 yards rushing or passing. Wow. So we know the quarterback went down. That's fine. I really don't care. I talked about it that whole week. I put my money down. You guys saw my slip. Won that damn money. Let's go, baby. I had us winning by 20. And you saw that clip I made of Gannon today. Yo, we're going to rip their effing gut. Yo, let's go, baby. This team is more serious than I think people want to give them credit. And that's fine, because now we're in the Super Bowl, and it's literally hilarious to see people still sleeping when we're in the Super Bowl. But we slow roasted their ass here, too. Look at that. 269 yards, but only 148 rushing, 121 passing. I mean, didn't do much except beat their ass. So, I mean, those 4 rushing touchdowns we had, most in Eagles postseason history. So we have just been dominant. You see 3 sacks, 3 turnovers there. This team is just effing good from top to bottom, wherever you look. The depth pieces aren't exactly the starters a lot of times, but, people freak out about it. But they have been able to step in and do great things. So this team, for me, this season, they did exactly what we talked about in this preseason. And I can't be more excited to be in the Super Bowl. And I still feel we are the best team, and I still think we win this thing. So pretty damn excited. But I know we talk about every team every single week. I break everyone down and we look at the roster. You know everything about everybody. But the one thing, I haven't done since this offseason, now I always keep you up to date with every single thing that ever happens, but we're going to take a damn look at the entire Eagles roster by position here and their coaching staff. So we're just going to talk about them, and you guys want to add in your thoughts as we go along, please feel free to do so. But this is a very exciting team, and you're going to see why I'm excited for the future and why I feel this is a dynasty that is going to last. And look, I've heard a lot of slander this past year because of this. And, well, it's been almost 2 years, a year and a half. You guys remember when I said about the bumpy roads that year. So it's fine. But let's ride, baby. Let's effing ride. Philly in the building. Let's go. Still trying to get that damn voice back to the best of my ability. But let's go Birds, baby. We're going to the effing Super Bowl. Let's go. And here we go, my man Phil in the building. Not sure if you guys know, but going to the Super Bowl. I cannot believe it. Appreciate you guys. Go check out these guys' channels. Love these dudes. And what excitement it has been. I believe I've been able to go on shows with all of you so far this past year and really just break down, what we, liked, what we didn't like from this team. And something I threw out there was this dynasty talk. So that's what I'm here to talk about tonight. Mistaking my claim on dynasty season, baby, because the other one got taken. So let's ride. I cannot wait to see this game, but I can't wait to see the future of this team. And you already see the media getting slick. Well, they're going to lose a bunch of free agents there, and they're going to blah, blah. Dude, I told you, as soon as the Super Bowl is over, I'm going to have shows explaining to you who we're going to restructure, who we're going to re-sign, who we're going to cut. Then there's going to be free agent shows. There's going to be the draft. I'm going to break it all down just like I did this last offseason and broke down exactly what happened. While the media got twisted with Russell Wilson and Deshaun Watson, we're going to body bag them. So looking forward to it and looking forward to upping the game here. Let's go, baby. Let's build this dynasty. And we are the villain right now, and I love every damn second of it. But on the same wavelength, let's go. We're going to get that memorabilia, and I can't wait. And we're going to meet up at that parade. Every single damn one of you better be at that parade. And it's going to be hard to meet up, but we can definitely try because last time I was there, you got to get there at like 5 a.m. and there's already people taking their spot right by the steps, everything. I was right there. But still, it was like, holy shit. So to meet up, I mean, you're going to be crushed, and it's going to be nuts. But we're going to do it the best we can because I cannot effing wait for it. So let's go. I can't wait. And thank you for tossing that in there, my man. Appreciate you, Liz. Let's go. Happy Friday, Drew and Liz. Appreciate you guys throwing in those questions tonight. Sorry, a little bit late this week with that, but you guys were ready to go. Any other members, if you saw that members only post for Fan Friday tomorrow, get your questions in, and we will have those live, breaking them down for me and you to break down. And it's been fun. Last couple of weeks we've been doing it, so looking forward to that. Appreciate you, and hope you guys are all having a great start to your damn. Wait, isn't it Thursday? I thought today was Thursday. I guess I'm losing my mind. Wait, it is Thursday, but you're throwing me off here. Look, I didn't even know what I was doing. I'm like, oh no, shouldn't I be doing Fan Friday? But no, this is Thursday. I said at the beginning, top 10, and I know what you meant, but we're going to the damn Super Bowl, and we're going to effing gut these guys is exactly what's going to happen here. So look, hey, a lot of people were wrong, man, and I tried my best to break it down, and I think a lot of people were just wanting to be stubborn and not watch it, and I did my best. I really did, and I think everyone sees why I was so adamant and fought for this defense and fought for this offense and fought for this in the offseason to show why this was the Super Bowl and a dynasty being built. And that's what we're here to talk about tonight. I'm staking my claim again that I still feel that way as we're going to the Super Bowl. So, yeah, I still feel that way, and I still feel we're building a dynasty. I don't think we're losing all these free agents, all the stuff. So we're going to keep this thing rolling. Love to see it. He should have won Coach of the Year, but they're D-bags. So, and bring me with you. Can it be next Friday, Liz, please? We're all coming with you. We're jumping on the time machine. Let's go. I'm all about it. And I'm trying my best to give you guys content. And look, a lot of this stuff is going to be as much as I can do. But tomorrow it's going to be Fan Friday. We're going to be just us. But I have a lot of stuff already with graphics and things I put together. A lot of work because I know a lot of you are going to leave me once the season's over. But for those of you who are sticking around, do not worry. I have got massive plans. If you were here for this last offseason, well, I broke down all those free agents and the draft and who we'd re-sign and why we would let go of Cox and bring him back and Slay would be restructured and all that stuff before it happens. So you don't have to freak out when the media tells you the season's over. I'm going to break it down into detail again, baby. And it's going to be even more nuts. So I can't wait, man. I hope you guys are going to keep tuning in, but I'm going to keep it real for those of you who are along for the ride this next couple of weeks. Let's effing go. But hope to see you there, my dude. No, he got it just now. I'm not sure what you mean by that. The Coach of the Year. He got Coach of the Year? Oh, by who? Is who you're saying. Oh, Fox. Got you, the fans. I got you. Yeah, not by the people that should have. But that's awesome, dude. That's what's up. But, let's go. To the future, we ride. I cannot take this anymore. Please take me there. See, you were right. David's there in Friday waiting for us. We're waiting to Are you here yet? Come pick us up. Hello. I'm waiting for you. Take us with you, please. I'm driving myself insane. But congrats to Nick Sirianni. That is awesome. Good for him. But don't be sorry, man. That's what's up. But let's jump into this. We're going to take a look at these coaches led by Nick Sirianni. Got a lot of slander for being passionate about the game. You guys know, broke down each and every one of these assistant coaches, coordinators, head coaches throughout the offseason. We talked about all of them last year. So, you know, my excitement for these guys, very bright young minds. And this offense, phenomenal. This defense has been phenomenal. You heard a lot of slander, but I kept you guys in the loop with what was really happening. And it's been great. And then you look at the special teams, that has been a struggle, but they have definitely improved the end of the season and in the playoffs. So keep doing that. But this coaching staff, unfortunately, you know, we thought they were going to be gone this year. They'll definitely be gone next year, but it looks, fortunately, like they're going to be here this next upcoming year. So that's where my optimism comes in again for the future that, look, dude, these coaches, they are very, very young, very, very passionate. Nobody wanted to believe me about Gannon. Then you see that tape or the video I posted there. Go check it out on the YouTube there. Dude, he is very passionate. And I remember when I screamed at him when his first year when we were at that open practice, look, let's go. Like, bro, that's what I'm about. You know, I'm about that energy, dude. So big fan of him. You guys know I've been trying to get everybody aboard. So it's nice to see people sharing some love for him. But, man, the slander, the misinformed BS I had to hear this year, unnecessary. But now I want to take a look at this beautiful Eagles roster and show you why the excitement is there because, man, this is no one-trick pony, ladies and gentlemen. This team is stacked. And, yes, we've got veterans. Yes, we've got free agents coming up. But, yes, we've got depth here. So, Indonesia, that is what is up, David. Look at that. I have some of the craziest places popping up sometimes, like countries I would have never thought. And that's awesome. Indonesia, let's go, my man. He's in Friday, 10:30. And I always think about that when people are talking about days and stuff. I'm like, how does that work? Like, you're literally awake right now as we're talking about Thursday. You're in Friday. You're having your morning. Like, it's weird. But no doubt, David, hell yeah. I appreciate that. I always check out those stats. Like, it shows you which countries are tuning in, you know, the best geographic like area like that you're got people tuning in. And that's awesome, dude. I really hope to see more people from Indonesia popping up with you, spreading the word on the road to victory there in Indonesia. Dude, that's freaking awesome, man. I love it. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're ready for this Super Bowl. Dude, I would love to go there. I have never even been to Canada yet. I haven't gotten out of this country. So we gotta take baby steps, right? But dude, that's awesome, dude. That's really cool, man. And I appreciate you taking the time tuning in here. BG, responding to the Giants. Yo, that's what's up. Always got something to say. And they do. And I got them good. If you guys, oh man, you saw that earlier today. I went in on him. I called him Orlando Scandrick Jr. And that's what he's being right now. So that's awesome, dude. Love to see you tuning in from there. And been 20 years. That is so cool, dude. Really, really cool. You have to tell me someday about that. Maybe tune in tomorrow for Fan Friday. We will definitely talk about that. And look, Super Bowl, we're winning it, man. We're winning it. And you celebrate that damn thing in the office, home, grocery store, wherever you go. Yo. And look, it's so funny to hear them talk crap about how passionate our coaches are. And it's like, bro, any goalpost they can move. Well, now it's this, now it's that. And it's like, bro, wait till I show you this roster here in a second. So, look, they're all clowns. I love it. But, dude, I'd love to. You ever come to America, you hit me up for sure. Look, I'd love to. Yeah, you had said that before. And I tried to find you. You didn't tell me what your name was on there or you're just down the list. But I have to look for you. But all right, let me jump into this. And a lot of people got blocked this year. And just definitely, and as I told you, I was not having it this year because all I do is try to educate. And when people try to, discredit my work and tell me that, I'm wrong and this, that, it's like, dude, that's fine if it was something objective, but I'm trying to show you what it truly is. And I explained this defense in detail and people got upset about it. And it's like, look, dude, I'm not here to upset you. I'm here to educate. And now we all see as we're in the Super Bowl, right? So let's see this team and why I was so damn excited, and why I'm still pretty damn excited because, well, quarterback one, Jalen Hurts, baby. Remember the guy that couldn't develop? Well, yeah, he looks like he's the MVP, and he's going up against the guy that's combating him for it. So let's go. I cannot wait. You heard, oh, Gardner Minshew can do what he does. Yeah, that's not true at all. Nobody can do what Jalen Hurts does. Dual threat quarterback, a killer in the pocket, killer with his legs. Smart, determined. This dude is a leader. You remember when we talked about Hurts season 2 years ago? That's why we're here talking dynasty season now, because look, the slander was unreal for Jalen Hurts. We talked about, look, he's doing everything he can. We know he's working with guys to get better. They'll see. They see now. MVP, that quarterback room, very excited. Gardner Minshew will be gone. They will draft someone, sign a veteran, bring someone in to be his backup, but Jalen Hurts will get that contract. He will be here for the next, hopefully, 5 to 10 years. Let's effing go. Please, let's effing go. Now, on to running back, you see, Miles Sanders, we'll see if he comes back. But, dude, Kenny Gainwell, baby, he has been looking fresh. And Boston Scott, you know, your Swiss Army knife, can help you on offense, special teams. And then you got Trey Sermon. Didn't get to see much of him, but, hey, I like what we have with our running backs now, so you don't necessarily need to. But if he could pick things up, still a very young man, look, at the age that he's like 24, something like that, dude, I think that this kid, you know, a bruiser, bring someone in the draft to compete with him. You could have yourself a crazy stable if you don't want to bring back Miles Sanders. Look, you know how the running back game is, and I love Miles Sanders. Do not get me wrong, but I honestly feel you go with Kenny, you draft a stud, and look, whether it's Bijan, there's so many things we're going to talk about. I don't want to get too much into that. I don't want to get off topic, but I've already done that. And you see the running backs here. That's awesome that Kenny Gainwell is here because I loved him. And Trey Sermon, he gets me excited to see if maybe he's got something in there. If not, we got Howie to draft. Now, these wide receivers, when we talked about trading for A.J. Brown and what Howie could do to back in that money, well, not only did he do it, but this dude is going to retire an Eagle with Devontae Smith, with Jalen Hurts, and we have just set ourselves up as a dynasty right there with just those weapons. So Kenny G, another back, you build on that, and then the next position we'll get to, and I'm very excited. Now, Zach, Quez, look, neither of them are, great, and Britton Covey, he's obviously still very, very raw, does not bring anything to the game as a receiver yet. And, the return game, not anything too special there. The blocking been atrocious at times, but he has spurts. So, you keep him around. We'll see what he does there. But I would love to add to the return game in this draft, whether that be a receiver, a defensive back, a running back, but somebody that's explosive in the return game. And I wouldn't mind it being a receiver, because I would love a stud number 3 to add to the mix here. And, man, you could really make some special things happen here. But Devontae, AJ, when I compared them to Larry Fitzgerald and Anquan Bolden. You remember the heat I got for that one, but just their skill sets, the one smooth as hell, the other one tough as nails. And it's like, they both bring both of those things to the table, in their own respect. But dude, I love those guys. And I really think that they're going to be the best duo for years to come. And they're competing with a lot of other great duos out there, but I just feel, man, they are effing stacked there. Now, another position that is stacked is, tight end. And Dallas Goedert, the tight end of the future, tight end of right now, baby. And having him back, that is huge. And look, going to be exciting talking about these matchups, coming up in the Super Bowl. Hopefully he has a great game. But you got Stoll, your H-back that can help in a plethora of ways. And Calcaterra, your F-type tight end, more of a receiver guy. Tyree Jackson, I don't know if that project continues on. Love that kid. He's a beast, huge, got great skill set, but those injuries, man, really holding him down. And maybe they give him a shot in camp, but I think maybe you bring on another tight end, another stud. We like to run that 12, 13 personnel, and I wouldn't be against it. Now let's take a look at this offensive line. Jason Kelce. I'm praying to God it's not his last year, but only time will tell. And at least we already drafted his backup. So it's one thing that makes me feel good inside. Cam Jurgens is an effing beast and won an effing pick. That was. So you got his clone, essentially. And when the day comes, I will shed a tear for Jason Kelce, but I will love seeing that statue that they better effing build. So Cam Jurgens is there, but maybe in the draft you look little bit more interior, but the Eagles are always looking in the trenches. I feel good that we already have depth now. It's something they are very well aware of. Then on to guard here, you see Josh Sills going through some things right now that if he did do, then he can rot. And yeah. Anyways, let's talk about the team. Landon Dickerson, Isaac Sayamalu. Love those dudes. Then you talk about Jack Driscoll. What a great depth piece he is. Somebody that can help you at guard, tackle, swing tackle. He even tried a little bit of center during COVID. So this kid can do it all. Love having him around. He will be around for the future. A great depth piece to have. But again, the Eagles will look to add to the interior and the exterior offensive line as they always do. I think Andre Dillard could definitely be moving on this next year, looking for a chance to start. Don't blame him. But you've got Mailata, you've got Lane, and I think you look to replace Lane Johnson. And not saying that you replace him, I'm saying you draft his replacement. So maybe he's got 2-3 years left. I would pray, please God. But we're going to see what this injury that he's playing with, this torn abductor, how well he comes back from it. But I love the dude. I wish I could have him for the next 20 years, but it is what it is. And hopefully, you know, he can stay healthy through this game. He's got 2 weeks to rest up. I love that. So very excited about his future, but I would look for his replacement just so this replacement could learn under him, just like Cam Jurgens is learning right now. So we shall see. But at EC1, I will definitely find you, my man. I've got so much going on in life. I will remember tonight. I promise you. Minshew needs to go. Yeah, he will. He won't be back. He thinks he could start somewhere. He'll go get paid somewhere else. But, yeah, he really let us all down during that Saints game. I thought he could win the Cowboys game, and then he came out like crap. So, the vision, we're partying on Broad Street. Well, David, I'm glad you are sharing my vision now. Oh, but that is what we are here talking about tonight. The dynasty that I predicted this offseason, the Super Bowl. We're actually here, man. Like, how crazy is that it's actually happening? You know what that's like to think about that? Like, damn, I really had like just thousands upon thousands of people arguing with me all year, and it's truly happening, man. No matter what they said, it's really happening. Said he likes energy. Debo brought the team. Yeah. People are idiots. Love Calcaterra. And Dallas Goedert's the future, but Calcaterra will be right there with him. Cam Jurgens, dude, I'm not sure, but that little thing, oh my God, I was dying. But yo, for sure. Yeah, how about it? His move, dude. Love that. I have a bunch of pictures I use of that, but love it. Yo, love me some all of those tight ends that I just talked about. So excited that we've got a good room there. You want the way we play to have good tight ends like that. Draft prospect, you think we draft safety? We'll be getting into the draft, dude. I cannot wait, and I'll keep mentioning it as I go through these. But, yeah, definitely looking to get a quarterback, maybe in the mid-round, late round, maybe get a veteran. So we'll definitely keep that talk going throughout this offseason. Super Bowl bound, baby. Let's go. Cannot wait. So, as I said, we'll keep mentioning this. Don't want to get too much. This show will go on for 7 years if I do that, but want to take a look at all of this. And we'll go through the defense now. Then we'll take a look at the practice squad, depth chart, the future contracts, the draft picks, so you can see why I feel this is that dynasty and why I feel we're building up. But don't worry, guys. I will have all those shows for you about re-signing, restructuring, who we're bringing back, who we're not. And then the draft show. Last year was insane. If you guys want to see what to expect and then some, go back and look at that, man. Lots of work in there. But let's jump into this damn defense here. And boy, are we loaded. Interior D lineman, Fletcher Cox, Javon Hargrave, and oh my God, those depth pieces, Davis and Sue and Williams and Joseph. Oh my Lord. You see two below two there on the IR, but he's got a bright future, man. He had a really good camp and looked good at the beginning of this year. I really was excited about him, but unfortunately, had an injury. He's going to be out the rest of the season, but hey, a great summer, and not so sure you bring back Joseph or Sue. So very excited for Davis, Williams, and Tuipulotu, and Fletcher Cox. Not so sure he's back either. So give Hargrave that extension we talked about, and I think you're building something very special on the interior there. Now, on the one side of the edge rush, you've got your edge rushers. Then I will talk about the Sam linebackers next. But you've got Sweat and Graham, and then their depth, Robert Quinn. Now, Derek Barnett and Janarius Robinson are done for the season on IR there. So you've got three guys as depth pieces, a great rotation on that one side. And then you've got 3 on the other that, well, the backups don't really play that much. And rightfully so, because Hassan Reddick, you guys remember this offseason talking about Sam linebacker, what his role was. I even had to make a show explaining his role and Jordan Davis' role as a nose tackle, what they meant for this team, why I thought this defense would be dominant, top 3, win us a Super Bowl. It's because of Hassan Reddick, why he was my number 1 priority. You guys remember I talked about him. Go check it out. You like stuff like that? Tune in this offseason, man. I'm going to be doing it again. I can't promise you I'm going to name like 10, 15 people that we actually sign and all this other stuff, but I'm going to do my best. So you saw the Sam linebackers. Now let's take a look at the inside linebackers here. Kaiser White, TJ Edwards, best duo in the game for most of the season. Kaiser had his struggles at one point, but I think he has been looking pretty damn good. So I'm going to hope that he keeps it up there. And then you've got a stud waiting in the wings there. So we'll see if we bring back Kaiser. But, dude, you got TJ Edwards, still very young. Then you got Nakobe Dean. I'm very, very excited about their future. And, look, I'd love to have Kaiser back again, but not so sure he would be seeing the reps. I think Nakobe will take that job there. But I love Kaiser. He's from the area, so it's going to be a tough call there, but we'll get into that more in the offseason. Christian Ellis found his way onto the roster. Sean Bradley on IR, he's out. And Ellis, he's been killing it on the special teams. One of the reasons they have been vastly improved. So love to see that. He'll be competing. Maybe the Eagles bring back his little brother, Noah Ellis, to compete as a nose tackle in this summer. Now on to the secondary. We'll start with the cornerbacks. And we got Avante, the man in the middle. Whoa, let's go. Big play Slay, James Bradbury on the outside, and my God, are they studs. So let's go, baby. And then the depth pieces, man. You talk about McPherson, Job. I am excited about their future. And who knows what goes on with Slay or Bradbury. I'd love to make sure these guys retire as Eagles. Same goes for Avante, one of the best nickel corners in the game. So I'm very excited about the secondary because there are young pieces that I don't know. Josh Job could turn into a safety. He's, a guy that's got a skill set. He can play nickel. He can play safety. And actually, he can play some outside too. So really excited about him. And the same could be said for Zach McPherson. Not so sure I want him playing too much safety, but he can play inside, plays outside. So love that versatility. Josiah Scott brings that to the table. You talk about that, but the starters, they're just studs. So I would look to replace or find the replacements there as well. Even though I like Job and McPherson, I would go after a stud corner to look, up to one of these guys, learn from them, and have a bright future because, man, they are some studs there. On to the safety room. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, one of the top safeties in the game. This dude, what an addition he was. He is balling out, ladies and gentlemen. So going to hope that he continues to ball out. I love this kid. And Marcus Epps, he's had his issues, but I really like him too. Kayvon Wallace has really stepped it up as of late. Reed Blankenship looked great. So honestly, a lot of promise there. But for me, I would look to add there too. And I cannot wait to break it all down this offseason. I'll be real with you. But right now, just looking at how great this roster is and showing you why there is still excitement to be had and why I'm excited to win this damn Super Bowl. Now on to the specialists, last but not least, Jake Elliott, Rick Lovato, and now Brett Kern at punter with Aaron Sipos on IR. So, look, we're going to hope that Brett Kern can get it done. If not, maybe Aaron Sipos can, come back here. Please, for the love of God, that'd be great because honestly, I would take Sipos over Kern. Kern has looked utterly atrocious, and I'm not sure I can take much more of it. So if he is playing, he's a veteran. That's cool. Like to see. I mean, he would get a ring either way, but if he's going to play, hey, you know what? We're not going to bunt the ball, so who gives a damn? How about that? There you go. But let's keep this bad boy moving. I also want to show you the practice squad, so you can make 2 elevations here. It could be anyone, whether they were elevated 3 times this regular season or not. So we'll see if they decide to do that, but everyone is healthy. But here's the practice squad in case anything were to happen. These are the guys that you can definitely look for in the future. See if, they're going to have a chance in the camp. But on the offensive side of the ball, you've got Devin Allen, Tyree Cleveland. Then you've got Fred Johnson and Roderick Johnson, Sua Opeta, Tyree Robinson, and Cameron Tom, the O-lineman. Then tight end Noah Togiai and another receiver in Greg Ward. The defensive side of the ball, you've got some defensive backs here, and Sasha Ray, Goodrich, Harris, and Mac McCain. Then you've got Teron Jackson, Matt Leo, and Marvin Wilson on the line, and Davian Taylor as a linebacker. Now, Matt Leo looks like that because of the fact that he is part of the international player program where he is exempt. So we actually have 17 guys right there where, the limit is 16, but because he's exempt, he does not count. So that is a look at the practice squad. Just getting, you up to date with everything that's going on here, why I'm excited, why I thought this team would be a Super Bowl winner, why I think we're building a dynasty. Let me hear your thoughts. Going to check these comments here. Then we're going to look at all of that I just showed you into the depth chart. You're going to see what this team looks like heading into Super Bowl 57, baby. And really can't, man, I can't wait. I'll be real with you. I just want to shoot myself sometimes just thinking about it. But bring back Nick Foles. Hey, would not be against my man Nick being in here. But then again, we would have those fans that hated Gannon and Howie and Hurts and everyone else, and be like, well, you got to start Foles, which would make me want to jump off a cliff. But if Foles has still got some left, maybe. But I think I would bring in someone a little more athleticism. But hey, we'll see what we do there. Goddard's the guy for sure. Yeah, definitely the guy for sure. But yeah, I got to get through this, trying to do my best. But let's go. Super Bowl bound indeed. But no, I would not. I really think Hargrave is going to eat. Yeah, man, for sure. These guys, we're going to talk about those matchups. They're going to feast. I agree with you. Except for a few years. Yep, indeed. Kaiser played well. I'm going to try not to click all these because it's going to jack me up. So, Dancilio thinks Hurts going to be, yeah, Dancilio's a moron. Ellis has definitely made some plays. Those corners, lock down indeed. But, Drew, I agree with you. It is effing stacked. And I think they're going to start talking about that dynasty talk sooner rather than later. So I better jump in front of it before someone takes my dynasty season. We ain't having that. So let's go, baby. Let's get everybody aboard. I would bring back both of them. Tackling, yeah, and it has been. And they just need to continue doing that, and I will be a happy man. If you're thinking about how good this team is, like we got hot after a tough start. Yo, man, we've definitely been the best all season, and it's crazy to think that, just sitting here like calling that and really feeling it and now seeing it, it's like, no, this is literally what we talked about. And it's honestly the weirdest thing in the world to me. It feels so insane. And it's like, dude, and I've been adding all my stuff into my resume and stuff, and I will get paid for this, dude. I don't give a damn. I am dusting every damn media outlet. I don't care if there's dusting them. And I love you guys that are tagging me and stuff and posting me, dude. I'll take them all to the woodshed. That's fine. Chris Sims, you want some? All of you, come get it. Kurt Warner had to do you dirty the other day. I apologize, but that's how I roll. It was hilarious. My kid's like, oh, look at you. He's like, so you're taking to school a Hall of Famer? And I was like, I didn't even think about it that way, but damn, that's pretty wild. Keep watching it. It's just died down against McAfee. Yeah, that was rough. He's definitely had his mistakes, as I mentioned, but keep building on it, man. Getting better. That's all we can hope for him. Yeah, they think everything's stupid under the sun, man. It's pretty funny. But look, it is what it is. We got to grow. You learn from that. Hope that they're talking about it in practice. So let's take a look at this depth chart, and you will see here on offense, one of the best offenses in the game with QB1 at the helm, Jalen Hurts. Then you talk about the run game. We talked about those receivers and tight end. The best, one of the best offensive lines, in my opinion, the best. Run that damn ball down their throats, and they feast. Don't make them, drop back 1,000 times. So please, for the love of God. But I'm confident in this game, confident in this team. You see all the guys, 3 on offense that are out. So stayed healthy throughout the season. Let's stay healthy in this game. Let's effing go. Then you see the defensive side of the ball. Man, this multi-scheme defense has been phenomenal to watch. You look at that defensive line with Sweat, Hargrave, Cox, Reddick, and then the depth, dude. BG, Davis, Sue, Johnson & Johnson, Williams, Joseph, Quinn. Like, what? Yeah, that's pretty nuts. And then the linebackers, Edwards and White with Dean. Secondary. I mean, that's some pretty exciting stuff. And then that the special teams, obviously I would add someone into that room. But, hey, Britton Covey, I think, still has a bright future. So maybe add some pieces that can block in there. We'll see how this team rolls. But you see there, look, there are depth pieces behind all that. That's why I'm so excited. This is why I'm trying to get everyone on board. And I thought, what a perfect night to, again, stake my claim. at the end of the season like we did before the season, before the preseason even started. So trying to get out here, spread the good word, and get people excited. Now, this part should be the part to get you really excited because this is a look into the future. Liz, we need you here. Take us on to the future because we're going to go join we're going to join you all on Friday here and try to pretend that we're here in the Super Bowl. But we're going to pass it, and we're going to look at what lies ahead. And it's bright things regardless of what the outcome is. So very excited about it. So let's take a look at it here. Let me look at these real quick. Yes, he should have. But, yeah, Christian McCaffrey's pretty good, man. He definitely is. So those things will happen, and you hope that he learns from them. Now, I want to show you guys, you've heard some names over the past couple of weeks, and I'm going to put together a video of just these 5 guys. Take a look at who they were in college, what they've done in the NFL, just so you know them. But a brief look at the reserve future contracts that we signed. So Kennedy Brooks will be here this summer. Julian Good-Jones, Dalton Keene, and Jared Williams were all part of this team at one point or practice squad. So Tristan McCollum, we talked about his twin brother this offseason from Sam Houston State. They both are. So freak athletes. I'm really excited to see him this offseason. So if you've heard those names, they are not on the practice squad or the active roster. You will not be seeing them in any kind of practice or anything. They will be here this summer. So I'll keep you up to date with all that stuff, but just wanted you to know what the future looks like. And one thing I do want to talk about is we're not going to really know what the number is. I know right now that the Eagles have 5,433,473. $5,433,473. Holy shit. So I told you I'm still trying to get there. But one thing we just heard the other day that brings pure excitement, and I've been trying to get across to everyone, is the fact that the salary cap will go up. So you know what money we don't spend, we roll over. So we get to keep that almost $5.5 million. And now with that salary cap going up $16 million, you're looking at around $21 million cap space. Now, we talk about that rolling over. We talk about we're going to want to re-sign people. We are going to cut people. We are going to then sign people. So those numbers are going to fluctuate throughout the offseason. And you know me, I'm going to keep you up to date at all times because you remember how laughable it was when the media, they don't have cap space. They don't. And I just took them to the woodshed over and over as we traded for A.J. Brown, signed James Bradbury and Hassan Reddick. Like, I thought you told me we couldn't get those exact guys. And we did get those exact guys. So I'm going to take them to the woodshed again. And we're going to talk about those ones from last year were really beneficial to look at, when you see, if you remember them, it's if you cut a guy before June 1st and after June 1st, what's the money look like? If you trade him before June 1st, after June 1st, so you can see what moves actually make sense. Like, why would I cut this guy if it's going to cost me $10 million in cap? It doesn't save anything. So we're going to explain all of that stuff in detail this offseason. I'll tell you how much cap we're going to have, who we can sign, where we can sign, how we can sign guys and not have to take a lot of cap. Everybody thinks, oh, you send this guy to a $30 million deal, take $30 million for the cap space. It's like, no, you got to look at the cap hit. So I will do my best to explain it all again this all season, but that is where my hope comes for with being able to load back up with a lot of these players and other pieces that we may need. But the real excitement comes from, last but not least, the future draft picks. And we've talked about how we school in people, especially the New Orleans Saints. Wow. Look at these draft picks for the next 3 years. And look, that's what it is right now. In my opinion, Howie could definitely trade one of those first round picks, try to grab himself maybe a second, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, because you got 2 firsts, a second, a third, and then 2 sevenths there. And look, Howie, he's probably going to be wheeling and dealing. So just keep your eye on that. We won't get too much into it, but you've got ammo right there with 2 first round picks. One of those being number 10, other one probably going to be 31. So let's go, because there's only 32. There's not 32 picks this year, if you're wondering why I said 31. The loser of the Super Bowl will be pick 30. The winner will be 31 because the Dolphins lost that pick. So on to 2024, you see a first, 2 seconds because of New Orleans, then a third, 2 fourths, which that fourth is conditional. It could be a fourth or fifth because of the regular thing, and then a fifth. And then the sixth one is a conditional pick. And then you talk about 2025, you've got all of your picks and then additional 7th from the Saints. So Thank you for CJ Gardner-Johnson, and thank you for all of those effing picks in the future. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I still feel the Eagles are building themselves a dynasty. That's right. Not only do I think we win this Super Bowl, I think we're building that dynasty. And I just had to come back and bring some ammo with me, as I said it this time. And you guys know I brought all the ammo with me this offseason. Nobody wanted to hear it. So I'm hopeful that people this time will want to see this video and be like, oh, I'm excited, rather than, F you, man. You don't know shit. Dan Silio told me. Like, please don't do that anymore. I think we're way past that. Those guys couldn't hold a candle to my work. So, yeah, I don't care. But, dude, that's all I got for you, man. And I tried to give you as much as I possibly could. So, very excited about this game. Hurts injured more than when his shoulder surgery. So Dan Silio is a moron. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's all I can say. He's tried all season, because, when unintelligent people get things wrong, they can't just take it on the chin a lot of times. They will just keep making shit up, moving the goalposts, right? And you've seen it from Cowboys fans, Niners fans this past week, and it's like, bro, we get it. You don't know football. Stick to Madden. Stick to thinking you're back in the 1980s playing football. Whatever it is, step out, because you don't know what you're doing. And boy, have I, bro, you guys have seen me. If you follow me on social media, it has been literally like taking candy from a baby, explaining the defense, explaining Jalen Hurts' development, explaining why we would win the Super Bowl. And this is all this offseason. I mean, talked about who we would sign, draft. I mean, dude, body bagged him in. It's weird. I get it. Trust me. It's like, if anyone else did this, they'd be jumping, the world would be like, you got to give this guy credit. So hey, it's fine. I'm not going to try to whine about it, but it is weird. It's like, I have applied to plenty of really good jobs. I know my resume is definitely different than most, but I try to base it off of hard work and my actual work. So I hope that one day someone's like, it's the work that matters, not what I've been handed. So I'm going to hope that hard work pays off one day. We'll see, ladies and gentlemen. Hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Eagles Outsider is about to be out. I appreciate you all taking the time. Any of you members, again, you have any more questions? You want to ask multiple questions? Drew, Liz, anybody else, get your questions in for tomorrow's Fan Friday. I will give you an updated injury report if there is one earlier in the day, but Friday night, we will have ourselves a little Fan Friday. It's going to be an exciting one leading up to this Super Bowl this weekend. It's probably going to take 9 years. So hopeful, very hopeful that we can get through it. And then, this next week, we're going to pick it right back up. And Tuesday's not going to be behind enemy lines because we already did that. But I'm going to add some more shows. I've got a bunch of stuff I'm already working on. So have no fear. I will keep you up to date with everything. I will try to keep you entertained. But if you need anything, feel free to reach out. And you want to keep talking birds, I always tell you, comment down below any of these videos. Anything you're watching, you want to comment on something and you want to hear my thoughts, or you don't like something, you do, whatever. Let me hear it. Always down. But you guys, I can't thank you enough for taking the time. I ask him stuff all the time. I tell him stuff all the time. I explain how defense works. I do it all the time. And he doesn't bring me on because he knows I will school him. They only bring on people that they know don't know football like them, so they can all just talk in circles. I would body bag these people, and that's where the fear comes in, because I'm not like them. I don't play nice. I don't like to push narratives and do stupid shit. I'm changing the game. I don't care. People are like, oh, well, you got to pander to people, man. You got to start pushing hot takes. I'm like, no, I don't. I really don't. And I'm just going to keep pushing the truth until people get on board with the Eagles. And it's Super Bowl time, man. If they're not on board yet, man, they already missed the damn train. But I appreciate you, man. Really do. And hopefully I can give you as much info throughout this offseason. You want to talk about, I do more work in the offseason than I do here. I mean, dude, every kid you want to know, every free agent you want to know at every single position. I break them down position by position. There's shows for just the quarterbacks, the running backs, which rounds I think the Eagles should look, who I have ranked as a day one guy, who I have ranked as all of it. All of it, dude. So, nuts. So I school them all the time. I did it all year. You saw, I schooled everyone all year. It was nuts. She could ask his partner, call it damage. No, I would never, ever be on a show with him ever. I have look, we all know I've literally been the king of kings this year, and there is no one that even came close. And that's crazy, man. So I'm going to stake my claim right now. And Philly 500, that's my dude. Just want to stake my claim, though. Dynasty season. Before anyone tries to take that one, it is Eagles dynasty season. Write that down. I've been saying it since this past preseason when I talk about how he used those picks, if he used that cap space, how he should use it. No pun intended. But he did. He used it that way. We are getting that Super Bowl, and we will build that dynasty. So, hey, man, looking forward to that. Follow David. I will look out for your name. Maybe one day when I finally start getting paid for dusting these people, I will be able to go to Indonesia. That would be pretty sweet. But I hope you have yourselves a great day. Everyone else, have yourselves a great night. We'll catch up to you unless Liz shows up here one of these times and picks us up to take us to Friday. That'd be great. But if not, I will see you tomorrow for Fan Friday. And again, get those questions in. Looking forward to that one. Going to be breaking it all down. Oh, I can't wait. But I hope you enjoyed all of this information. If you got anything from it, do me a favor. Hit that like button. You can always subscribe. Join us live when we're talking birds. And we're going to the Super Bowl. Just want to point that out one last time. But want to thank you all again one last time. If you need me again, reach out. It has been a great night, though. The voice is definitely coming back. Going to need it so I can lose my mind. Oh, Bali, well, you want to meet me there? Let's ride. All about it, dude. Once I start making the millions these other people make, all about it. Yes, Hertz. Yeah, I saw that he became a Hertz fan now. That's pretty awesome. Came a long way. When he was talking that Russell Wilson and Jimmy G stuff, I was like, yeah, God, please no. Please no. Because I know a lot of people, listen to what he says. And then it all came back on me like, how could you believe in Hertz? He sucks. We're going to get Russell Wilson. And I was like, no. Thank God. So we need to get everybody on board now. So the more people we can get on, and look, just like we said this preseason, everyone will be a Hertz fan once we start winning. So glad to see that. Happy to hear that. We need to get more people on board with Hertz. That's what I've been trying to do for 2 years now. You guys remember when I had his trainer and chef on when we started the Hertz season? We've been keeping it real in these parts. There was no trading of that young man ever. So very happy to have him. I do not have a score prediction yet, my man, but I do have the Eagles winning by at least 10. So very, very pumped about that. And I am beyond happy with Hertz. And I've been for the last 2 years. So I'm just happy people can stop talking about Jimmy G, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, any of that crap. And I went to war all offseason with those people. Like, no, let me teach you quarterback development. Talked about who he's training with. Talked to his trainer, his chef, what he's eating, what he's doing. Broke it all down. Showed the comparison of Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts, their first 19 starts. Nobody wanted to hear it. Well, now they are witness to it. He is him. So jump aboard, ladies and gentlemen. Do not miss this train. Do not miss this train. Eagles 28-17. David, I love it. But I also love each and every one of you. I hope you all have yourselves a great night. If you need me again, please feel free to reach out. And, oh, yeah, I think there was one last. We're going to the Super Bowl. I just can't stress that enough. But get everyone on board and let the haters know you need me. Tag me. I'll take them all to the woodshed, baby. I will. So let me know. But I'll see you all tomorrow. Have yourselves a great night. Until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. Stay safe out there. And as always, go Birds!